guess next we should talk about, well, I didn't actually have the chance to play this one, but you did, Tom, although you were savagely curtailed by the time limit. The
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Now, obviously, there has been a quite extensive 26-minute video from Nintendo itself, but you've been hands-on. You've done the legendary frame rate test contained therein. But give us an overview of what you saw and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think they're very strict on the time limits on this one, to such a point that I got to the frame rate, the Digital Foundry game, as some
Yes.
people call it. You ask which frame rate the game's running at. A ball goes across the screen, football, basketball, what have you, and you've got to say which frame rate is it? 120, 30, 40 FPS, and I got about halfway through that, and then it said time up, and I was like, no. But I didn't want to go through all the other mini games to get back there, so that's all I saw of that. There was very basic stuff though. Like, I mean, it's cool, but it really should be a packing game. There's no question. Like, there may be much more to it further beyond that, but in terms of the opening, 10, 15 minutes, what I saw was like tech demo stuff, like really rudimentary stuff. Like, here's how the gyrometers of the Switch Joy-Cons work, and you just wave these two to make the balls inside two maracas, two transparent wireframe maracas. The balls bounce around 5 times, and then it's like, you've done that, move on. One mini game that I did actually quite like, and that goes back to the mouse controls. This is the second mouse control game. Was you're guiding kind of a character through a bullet hell shooter, basically, using the mouse pointer. Quite fun. Like, it's all these spike balls coming at you at speed. You've got to last as long as you can. And I mean, I defy anyone to play that and not say it's a good time. Like, it works. I wish that was a bit more fleshed out than just this one throwaway minigame level. But yeah, it was really basic. Like, they wanted to show off all the features of the Joy-Con first. You're kind of on the Joy-Con part of the stage as this mini avatar. And, so part of that, you check out the HD Rumble by moving a slider across the screen. And then you get to the peak vibration, and then you say, yep, that's the highest intensity. Well done. You've won that game. So... yeah, very. This is $10. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. But it really should have been a packing game as a welcome to the Switch experience, Switch 2 experience. But yeah, that's all it is, really.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I just remembered my first experience with the Oculus Quest, as it was called then. You had this whole excellent setup procedure, and then you had like mini games that introduce you to the features of the headset. And, nobody was charging for that, but it was a cool thing to have. I'm kind of feeling the same thing about this one. Oliver, obviously, pretty much that treehouse footage shows the experience. It looks nice. There's some nice ideas in there, but ultimately it is what it is, really, isn't it?
As a collection of mini games that is like the player's first point of contact with the hardware and its key hardware features, from the refresh rate support to the controls, to the new haptics and things like this, I just feel like this has got to be a packing game. I think they should change their minds about this, especially since Sony, just this generation, right, kind of did their very first, to my knowledge, their very first like full retail little packing game experience that everyone gets with their new PlayStation 5 consoles, which is Astro's Playroom, which is kind of similar to this in that it's introducing features to you. But I think if you compare this to Astro's Playroom, a lot of players would say, give me Astro's Playroom, even though it's not very long, because that is a really nice, detailed and fun platformer to play here, whereas this feels much more like a pretty basic little demo to show you off various system features. So yeah, I wonder if ultimately this is going to be something that justifies its $10 price. But without playing it myself, you guys are the experts here. Tom has obviously played it, defining its value just through some of this footage. It doesn't look like much to me, but maybe it's fun in person.